to be here today for Families Matter, St. Lucie Public Schools Parenting Guide. We are excited to continue to serve as your hosts. My name is Rebecca Benton. I'm a life skills parent educator with Student Services.
Hi again. I'm Dejon Jackson, Family and Community Outreach Administrator on special assignment for St. Lucie Public Schools. The focus of our show today is building and strengthening social skills at home. These subjects are near and dear to my heart.
The purpose of Families Matter, St. Lucie Public Schools Parenting Guide, is to give parents and families information about the resources found within our local community. The resources shared could be in the form of people connected to St. Lucie Public Schools, like school counselors, district support personnel, or educators on your child's campus. Or the resources could be found on our St. Lucie Public Schools website. And it could be in the form of local community agencies that help your child achieve success. You play a pivotal role in the life of your child and children. And as always, our aim is to support you. Today, our purpose is to give you tools and resources to help you support your child in building their social skills to be used at home, at school, and in all settings.
Families, you may have noticed that we have moved from the anchor desk to our cozy chairs. We feel at home with all of you. We are touching on social skills and supportive tools that you can use with your child or your children. Rebecca, as a mom with two boys, ages 2 and 5, you bring lived experiences that our families can relate to in the early years of raising children. And I have adult children and grandchildren that may have had experiences that you may be dealing with at home and at school. So it's with these eyes and these ears that we share these tools.
Today we're going to focus on the 4 core values of social skills. They are character, personal responsibility, critical thinking and problem solving, mentorship, and citizenship. We're going to expand on ways parents and families can infuse these same skills into social settings.
Let's talk about what each of these skills are. Character is how we live our lives based on an individual's choices and life experiences. This includes qualities such as being kind, respectful, and persevering. Let's watch a short video from someone we all know well, speaking on perseverance.
I think if I had to identify one trait that's been really important for me over the course of a 20-year professional career, I would say it's perseverance.
Patriots win the Super Bowl! Brady has his 5th! What a comeback!
What I like best about that clip, Dejon, is that Tom Brady talks about choices that each of us can make, recognizing how important a team is, collaborating, and positive communication are each great strengths within one's character.
In St. Lucie Public Schools, we have lessons designed to teach these character skills. An example may include a lesson such as sharing items, being a good friend, and what it looks like and what it sounds like to be respectful to others. Character is what is being done when no one else is looking. I know at Lincoln Park, it's also said that it's doing right because it is the right thing to do.
Now at home, this is how you can practice these social skills. So we talked about sharing, and that is a big thing, I think, with all age children.
Absolutely.
So we were going to show you how you might practice at home, how to practice sharing and those tools and words that your children will need when they need to share. Okay, so here we go. Are you ready?
Yes. You know, stress balls are so important, and you know, I'm just a little stressed sometimes, so I have a fun toy.
Yeah. I really would like to play with that. Can I have a turn, Dejon?
Yeah, you know, I'm finished playing with it.
Oh, thanks. Okay, so that would be the best case scenario, right? That your child got the yes, they get the friend that they were playing with immediately gave the toy over, but we know that doesn't happen very often, if ever. So we're going to try again, and this is what it would look like probably in real life.
In the real world.
In the real world.
I got a toy. I got a toy. You can't have it. You can't have it.
Oh, it looks really fun, though, Dejon. Do you think I could have a turn?
Well, maybe, but let me finish playing with it.
Okay, yeah, let me know when you're done, and I would love to play with it when you're done. I'll go find something else to play with.
Yes. All right. So now we know that all children may struggle to share, and sometimes even adults. However, practicing and being a role model to others increases the likelihood that this will occur. In older children, they can serve as a role model, and we often learn from the mouths of babes. Character is what sets us apart.
Deshaun, modeling is so important at any age. Setting your child up for success in any situation helps them feel confident and that they know they have the tools to work through any problem. Communication is key. Practicing before the moment so it's not awkward. So I like to do this with my children when we are driving in the car, and I think car communication when you're driving places is just so important because it just is those little pockets of time that help build the relationship with your child. So we'll go through scenarios that they might encounter, and we will go through them repeatedly. Like when Christmas time was coming, I started in like September. So let's say you get a Christmas present from grandma that you don't like. What are you going to say? We always practice. We're going to say thank you. We're going to say thank you. So when Christmas came around and they might have gotten that itchy sweater, they knew, okay, I know I don't like this toy. Well, it's not a toy. I don't really like this present. I'm going to say thank you no matter what, right? So giving them those tools. Or, hey, if you're going to art class and someone makes a mistake, what do you do? If you are having a hard time, what do you say or to your teacher? Giving them those tools so that they are prepared before it happens gives them that confidence is really, really important. So having the skills and the boundaries noted ahead of time to set your child and children up for success is really important.
This happens with older children and teenagers too. Finding and using their voice is important. Parents modeling the skills, but more importantly, talking with your children about these situations helps them tackle tough situations.
Now, personal responsibility deals with the choices and actions that each person takes and shows accountability for those actions. Accepting personal responsibility increases connections with those around us. These include qualities such as empathy, goal setting, and grit. Students can practice these skills at home, and you can do that, they can do it at school, and they can do it at home too.
A lesson that is practiced in St. Lucie Public Schools gives students chances and opportunities to explore how their choices affects others. This practice allows students to see their role in their community.
I used to read this great book when I was in the classroom, and I started then reading it to my boys at home, and it talked about all these different situations that what if everybody did that? So what if everybody took a lick off the wedding cake? There'd be no frosting on the cake, and who would want to eat that?
That's nasty.
Right, I wouldn't want to eat that cake. What if everybody threw, I have a little piece of trash, I'm going to throw it out the window, not thinking of the repercussions that it has for everyone around us. If everybody did that, right? We'd have litter all over the place. And so it's a great, again, giving those students examples and situations of how does my choice affect others?
Yeah, and as a community, whether it's school, the classroom, or at home, it is important to see how one's actions impact others. Through lessons on personal responsibility, kids can practice demonstrating empathy, integrity, personal responsibility, strength, and setting personal goals to achieve them.
Goal setting is important for students of all ages, at school and at home. The goals that we set at school can be supported at home. For example, if getting better in reading for the end of course exam is a goal, then practice reading technical texts at home, recipes, how-to guides, informational articles. Set aside time to check progress and see how your child's hard work is measuring up as they work towards this goal.
Families, to help your child reach their goals at school, connecting with the school is another great tip for success. The use of Skyward Family Access, the school website, Class Dojo, and most importantly, your child's teacher are amazing tools and people to stay connected. Let's watch this quick video on how to access Skyward, which is so important.
For more information on Skyward and how to stay connected, check out our Families Matter website.
Another core value is critical thinking and problem solving. Critical thinking is the ability to differentiate facts and opinions to make informed decisions. Problem solving is the ability to find the best solutions in any given situation. Together, these skills build a foundation for a successful student. These skills include qualities such as creativity, knowing who to ask for help and when to ask for help, perseverance, conflict resolution, and teamwork. Rebecca, what helps you solve problems when the going gets tough?
That's a good question, and depending on the problem size will determine how I tackle it. Now, if it's a big problem, that's usually can be very overwhelming. So I try to just close my eyes and imagine what is the very first step I need to take. And then I just take that. It's that simple. What is the first thing I need to do? That very first step. And those baby steps that's what helps us get to that goal. When I was in the classroom, I would always encourage my students to be problem solvers. What is the real problem, right? If we're sharing, okay, we both want the same toy, well, let's go see if we can find a toy there's enough, right? That's the real problem. And how can we solve it? With my sons, I encourage them to ask for help, and I give them that language. Mommy, I need help. Mommy, I need you. So that when they do need help, like just this weekend, my toddler, he needed help getting his shoes on. And he said, Mama, I need you. And I was like, oh, it's working, you know. You see,
all moms want to hear that, right?
Right, we want to hear that. So I always like to say that asking for help is a strength, and that's something here at Families Matters that we really, really encourage, and we want you to know that asking for help is a strength. It's not a weakness. It's an amazing strength. And so I also remind everyone, all of our families, that, to always ask for help.
That's good advice. It's tough when you are in the midst of a problem to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yet, there is always, always a solution.
The solution might take a few tries. That's why perseverance is so important. Let's take a moment to watch this clip about perseverance.
What does resiliency and perseverance mean to me? Well, as a football coach, I think that's the key to success. Resiliency means bouncing back. In football, you don't win every game. You're going to have losses. You're going to have plays that go for losses. You're going to throw interceptions. You're going to fumble the ball. And if you're not resilient, if one mistake means the end of the world to you, you're never going to win. But to be a champion, you've got to say, you know what? Even if things are tough, even if I make a mistake, I can bounce back. That's where the perseverance comes in. Staying at it, sticking to it. I'll never forget the biggest game we played when I was with the Indianapolis Colts. We're trying to go to the Super Bowl. We're playing the New England Patriots, and we fell behind 21-3. And we could have thrown in the towel and said, you know what, it's over. But we didn't. We stuck with it, we stayed with it, we kept fighting, we battled back. We took the lead with 1 minute to go, and we went to the Super Bowl and we won. And people tell me all the time, oh gosh, I'm a Colts fan, that was my favorite game. And I tell them, you know what? We were only ahead for 1 minute in the whole game. But we stuck with it, we persevered, and got to the Super Bowl. So that's what, to me, life is all about. Resiliency, bouncing back, persevering, staying after it to get to your goals.
Coach Dungy championed a few key points. As a Super Bowl winning coach, he emphasized the importance of teamwork. You are never alone when it comes to problem solving, resolving conflicts, and knowing when and who to ask for help from. We have shared some resources that families can tap into, and students have lessons that help them practice these social skills in the classroom and also at home. Rebecca, as a classroom teacher, how did you work in your classroom to teach these social skills?
Well, I always love to start the day in a very warm, positive way. So we started with a positive welcome and then an activity, so like a game, a song. We sang lots of songs. I was not the greatest
voice.
Yeah, I was not a great singer, but we persevered through it together as a group. And so all of these activities that we did, they just helped build the relationships between my classroom, between me and my students and my students and each other. And we focused on skills that I saw that we might need more help with, like sharing. I know we keep bringing sharing up, but sharing is very important.
Very important.
And asking for help, another really important skill. You will see this similar format in the life skills lessons that are being taught now in St. Lucie Public Schools. These lessons include a welcoming activity, an engaging activity focusing on the 4 core values that we're going over today, and an optimistic closure.
One lesson taught is on perseverance. Students would learn about this million-dollar word in the classroom, what it means, and when they might have to use perseverance. This time for students to talk about overcoming challenges and what we learn from our failures is great for students to build their confidence in these skills. Even in that video, Coach Dungy talked about being down and almost counted out, but he and the team didn't give up. They dug in and won the Super Bowl. That is perseverance. He said we were only winning for 1 minute of the game, but that minute sure counted.
Oh, it did. It did. Absolutely did. The last core value we wanted to discuss today was mentorship and citizenship. Mentorship is building relationships fostered with hope and guided with purpose. Citizenship is the personal acknowledgement that you belong to a community. Qualities that build upon these values are leadership, empowering others, and active participation in your community.
Your child's community could be their classroom, their school, and your family. It could also be your church's youth group, soccer team, or even an art club. Finding your child's interest in ways for them to be involved is a fantastic way to build upon these skills.
Mentorship is important at all age levels. However, it starts to play a larger role in high school. Take Stock in Children is a great scholarship program that focuses on mentorship. This program is coordinated by Indian River State College. Students can apply for this scholarship during their freshman year of high school. If selected, they are expected to maintain good attendance, grades, and behavior. Students are also paired with a mentor that they meet with twice a month from 9th grade until they graduate, so all 4 years of high school. If students meet all these requirements, they are awarded, now get ready for this, a 4-year, 120 credit tuition-based scholarship.
4 years? My goodness, 4 years free.
Yes.
Free attendance at a school.
The first 2 years, the program wants you to complete at IRSC, and then you can move on to any university. What an amazing, amazing opportunity. Now, this relationship with your mentee and support focused on long-term success encourages students to continue to maximize their potential.
If you have a middle schooler or a 9th grader, head to our Families Matter website for information on how to apply for this mentorship-based scholarship. It is a simple application that can be completed online.
Now, I am a Take Stock in Children mentor, and it is such a great experience. Well, I really hope my mentee loves it. I think she does. But I love it, and I love our mentor sessions, and I look forward to them, and she brightens my day each time I see her, and I'm so proud of her.
There are additional mentorship opportunities incorporated through our CTE programs, which stands for Career and Technical Education. We have done a show that mentioned this as well. There are many apprenticeship programs offered through many local community partners such as IRSC and Piper Aircraft. Apprenticeships are paid to work and learn on the job.
Now, these apprenticeships focus on great needed trade skills such as carpentry, electrical work, and marine service technical work, which is really important in the community that we live in with all the water, beautiful water around. So please check out our Families Matter webpage for more information about these mentorship apprenticeships.
Another great resource for our newest graduates that incorporates mentorship is through the Treasure Coast Food Bank. They have job training programs in culinary training, supply chain management, CDL certifications, hospitality, and barista training. These programs include life skills lessons along with professional skills.
I love that you mentioned the Treasure Coast Food Bank. It's in a great, great organization. I work with them very closely, and it's a great place to build on one's citizenship. You can volunteer with the Treasure Coast Food Bank as an individual or a group through many of their beneficial programs, such as sorting and organizing food for their mobile pantry, warehouse, or summer meal programs.
I'm glad that you mentioned volunteering in the community. Volunteering allows students to build a network of support that can be tapped into later. Community service projects can be completed through local organizations. For example, for many years I worked with a group of young ladies called the Precious Pearls. Precious Pearls are high school students who are sponsored by the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, which I'm a member of. And these young ladies do things such as road cleanup on 25th Street, sing during the holidays at nursing homes, and go on college trips to explore future choices. This organization is one of many where volunteering and sharing in our community is emphasized. Men of Tomorrow, Lamplighters, Delta Gems, Roars, 4-H Club, Scouts, and the Rotary Club are all great organizations that help develop citizenship and mentorship in our young people. Later on, the same group can sponsor and serve as mentors in life and also in the person's career. Don't forget about sports teams too. Coaches are excellent mentors in life and beyond. Rebecca, was there a coach or a youth group advisor who you looked up to and who you wanted to be just like?
Well, of course, I think we've all had those people in our lives that have really encouraged us and made us want to be the best that we can be. And I think of first, well, I've been blessed to have many people, but the lady that comes to mind first is always Miss Capezza. She was my third grade teacher. She continues to play such a special role in my life. And like you said, in third grade, I was 8. Now, it's been a while since I was in the third grade, and she helped me in third grade as my teacher, but fourth, fifth, while I was still at the elementary school, when I was in high school and in college. I mean, she, like I said, continues to be such a wonderful wealth of knowledge and just always gives me little nuggets of gold every time I talk to her and helps just fill my cup and my heart every time I see her.
Shout out to Miss C, because my person is and was my fourth grade teacher. Something about those elementary years.
Oh, absolutely.
My fourth grade teacher, Debbie Eisman, if you're looking, you helped me be the best person that I could be, and she poured into me as well. She believed in me, she supported me, and influenced me to want to be a teacher and to be the best person that I can be. We all have that person who we can count on to serve in that role.
Now, we highlighted important core values today. These core values really focus on how important relationships are for you and your child and your family. Strong relationships are the basis of Families Matter.
It is our goal and focus within St. Lucie Public Schools to support the whole child. Building these social skills is key to the success of families, parents, and students. This leads to healthy relationships. To our families, thank you for being a special part of our day today. We love to serve you.
We do. Families, we have touched on so many resources for students to strengthen social skills at home and set them up for success for any type of life situation. The 4 core values we focused on today were character, personal responsibility, critical thinking and problem solving, and mentorship and citizenship. We aim to be here for you as you guide and support your children during times of stress and times of triumph.
This has been a great show again, Rebecca. Every time I'm like, oh, this is going to be the one today. This is the one. If you have missed any of our shows, please head to WLX Horizon to watch it, catch up, feel connected, and check out our social media outlets for our next show. Next month, we will discuss assessments and how those healthy habits that we touched on today, such as perseverance, can help our students really shine on those assessments. Thank you so much for tuning in to WLX Horizon, your station for important information. Download the app on your phone or digital device to keep involved in your child's community resources. We appreciate your time and diligence with supporting your child and your children. Remember, all families matter in St. Lucie Public Schools.